Calvin Castine on the streets of Mooers, New York. Beautiful downtown Mooers. Actually, Route 11, where it intersects with the Hemingford Road. It's Labor Day, September 3rd, 2012, and we're here for the annual Mooers Fire Department EMS Labor Day Parade. And it's a new location for us, the old funeral home. Good morning. Good morning. I am well. How are you? Nice to see Linda Huggins here, former Linda Huggins, all the way from her home in Covey Hill. Come down to view the parade with her family. And hope they're watching here on internet in Covey Hill. If you're watching on internet in Covey Hill area, tell Linda to tune in her internet provider computer thingy. It's the annual Labor Day parade.
Perfect day, huh?
Perfect, beautiful day. It's sunshine, temperature in the low 70s. I think I started to say we're at a new location. The former funeral home is no longer available, and that's for, except for the first year, I think only the first year. I don't think I did two there, but I know at least the first year I did the parade from near the old Trimex movie theater, the Mooers movie theater, Trimex building in that area there. And that was probably in 87 or 88, and in 88 folks in Mooers get cable TV, and they said, hey, if we're going to tape our parade, why don't you do it on the viewing stand? So I've been standing there ever since. Looks like Dave Justice is here. What a great guy this fella here is. Huh? Dave Justice, working year-round so that so many children that otherwise wouldn't have a happy Christmas are able to enjoy the holiday, Christmas holiday. Dave Justice, one of the truly unsung heroes of the North Country. One thing from this view is we'll get to see what Jack Dragoon has got for sale here. This is his leftover area. This is, of course, the area where Superna's AMC dealer was. Mooers Agway was located there. I think that was the last business that was located in that location. And now it's just a vacant lot and utilized by Dragoon's farm equipment. Just a downright beautiful day, a great way to end a very nice summer. And the folks here are gathering around. We're still 15 minutes plus away from the start of the parade, and we are a bit further down than we normally are, so it's going to take that parade even longer to get to us, and we're just a short ways away from the parade hitting the fire station. So I guess I've never really known if they go all the way to the fire station or if they turn off on the Hemingford Road and head north. It appears the way the people are lined up that they're going to continue on to the fire station, so they should be going right by us. One of the first things I want to do before I get into this parade is to thank Freeman and Carol LaValle for renewing their viewer support. Freeman either catches me here at the Mooers Parade or at the Mooers Forks Parade. He's a faithful supporter of Hometown Cable, and we certainly appreciate LaValle's support over the years, and we invite all you other folks out there who understand that this is viewer-supported television to jump on board. If you've never done it in the past, certainly time that you should. Times are hard all around, and a lot of our past supporters have passed on. It's the older generation that has supported us over the years, and very relatively few of the younger people who could probably really afford to help us don't seem to think it's their obligation. So if you're one of those who have been meaning to do it and haven't done it yet, then hop on board and There's Larry Wolf walking by. Good to see you, Larry.
Recording, I don't want to bother.
Oh, we're ready for a better parade than that. Come on.
All right, we are set for the parade.
Get you excited as the day goes on.
The Connie Menard
Welcome to our annual
on the PA. I'm not sure if we can see her from here.
Department Labor Day celebration 2012.
There she be.
It's been well over 50 years that they've been doing this, and it just keeps getting better and better. My name is Connie Menard. I'm going to be an announcer today, and it is extremely my pleasure to do so, and I'm not a professional, so if I goof up, just please forgive me and go on. But anyways, I have some announcements to make. First of all, this parade is judged, so we have four plus one wonderful judges here, and I'd like to introduce them. Our first one is Amanda Ross.
There she is.
Did you notice the princess wave? Our next one is Mrs. Netto, Carol Netto. She's a longtime Mooers resident. Probably know her from school.
Town
I won't tell you when the first time I met her in school was. Our next one is a familiar face you see darting around like a ladybug all through town every weekday. Her name is Kelly Dixon. She's a male lady. How's that for an oxymoron? A male lady.
Uh-oh.
And next to her is
No comment.
her cousin, Miss Tracy Hicks. Tracy is a Floridian. She comes from Florida and she wants to see how the North Country celebrates the Labor Day. So she's going to be a nonpartisan judge. She's going to have no ties to anything here, so her judging is going to be right up top notch. But we welcome you, Tracy. Thank you very much, everyone, for being our judges. Let's not forget Mr. Chris Trombley on the end. His special job today is to judge the fire department. Just the fire department equipment and the EMS equipment. Is that true, Chris? Chris is a rock when it comes to EMS and the fire department. He lives and breathes it. Our communities need him, and we appreciate him very much. Can we have a great hand for everybody here? Thank you. The parade will be starting momentarily, and when it does, our sheriff will be heading it up. But first, I'd like to announce a few other people. First of all, if you enjoy it so much, and you're going to love it. You're just going to love it. But in some case, you probably have a relative at home who is working or can't come to the parade. I can tell you can see it again. Go to Hometown Cable on the internet or on your television, and you can watch it there. Because with us today is Calvin Castine from Hometown Cable. Right over there, does an awesome, awesome job. Who needs memories when you have Calvin Castine? Now, Calvin's business, Hometown Cable, does not only parades, he does town meetings and sporting events, and he's got a whole array of things on his website. You should really check it out. Most important of all, Calvin runs off of donations, so if you like what you see and you want to keep seeing it, then let's help Calvin out with a donation or two. Go to hometowncablenetwork.com. Thank you, Calvin, for being here today. And for all you do the rest of the year.
You're welcome.
We're going to...
Oh, there's Larry Ross and Pam from Altoni.
And the volunteer and all the other volunteers. I'd like to introduce who the parade chairperson is. That would be Marshall Zins right here.
Marshall Zins, not the
Thank
grand
you, Marshall. Marshall started out as a junior fireman to get through Marshall, and now he's a full-fledged fireman. If you have someone, a young person in your life who thinks they'd like to volunteer for the community, the fire department is a great way to volunteer. You could start out as a junior fireman, like Marshall did and many of the other firemen did, and turn into a full-fledged. Right here is not a water hander out of person. This is Abigail Leduc. She really did all the work that Marshall's taking the credit for, because that's what women do.
How true.
Thank you, Abby.
True words.
Just to recap what today's events are all about. First,
All right, Dennis Monty, Reverend Deacon Dennis Monty is
Good
going to
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're
have
celebrating
invocation.
our national holiday of Labor Day. We celebrate the fact that we have work. And so we'd like to ask you to pray. We celebrate the gift of work and for the human dignity that work provides. For the work of our parents and grandparents, all those ancestors upon whose shoulders we take what they have produced, we give you thanks. For those employed in trades, laborers, assemblers, drivers, carpenters, masons, steel workers, we give thanks. For all men and women who toil for our daily bread, farmers and all the industries that support them, we give you thanks. For people who teach and administer, by whose labor we learn, we give you thanks. For civic and government leaders who serve unselfishly to do justice, we give you thanks. For fire department and EMS personnel, their families who sacrifice so that they can serve us, we give you thanks. For religious and clergy who raise our lives to higher things and show us the way to the heart of God, we give you thanks. For the unemployed and underemployed who desire nothing more than meaningful work, we give you thanks. For the elderly who rest from their labors, we give you thanks. Almighty God, through whose love we receive all that is good, bless those celebrating today in Mooers, New York. Keep us mindful of our goodness, of your goodness, safe from harm and at peace. We pray all these things through Christ our Lord. Amen.
thank you, Deacon Dennis. I don't know if you can see my t-shirt. It says St. Albans Cooperative Creamery. I'm not, they're located in Vermont. I'm not pushing Vermont. I am pushing dairy farmers. That's the co-op that we belong to. I am proud to dairy. And I just want to make a note that I am, as Deacon Dennis said, I thank God every day for the gift of farm, for the ability to feed God's people, to be stewards of his land, and to take care of his animals. And I ask each and every one of you out there to please be proud of your farmers, because this is the greatest nation in the world, and we have some great American farmers. And if we don't support them and give them the respect they need, if you think it's tough depending on foreign fuels, think about what it would be like to depend on foreign food, okay? We are the greatest nation in the world. We're going to tell everybody about that with Jim Sorrell right here, who's going to sing our national anthem. Please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
And unfortunately, you do have to tell that to people, because a lot of guys just forget.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so plainly hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, love on their singing air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. We will say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
noticed one guy forgot to take off his hat. Jim Sorrell.
I am impressed every time I hear Jim sing that. In November of this past year, one of our farm implements was the skid steer was down at the workshop where all the machinery is being fixed. We had 3 other major vehicles in that workshop. The workshop is close to the dairy barn. The workshop also houses our inverters, which run our 72 photovoltaic solar panels, which is a huge investment for us. The skid steer caught on fire. This skid steer was within 10 to 20 feet from the workshop. If that skid steer fire would have connected to the workshop, we'd have lost an awful lot, folks. Guess what? One phone call, we had an army, and I kid you not, a small army of people that were there to help us. While that skid steer was on fire, you think you're safe because it's away from the building. The starter shorted out, and it started to move. Closer to the workshop. It was a scary night, but we had help. We had professional people with professional equipment there to help us. The only thing we lost that night was our skid steer. Very good. I was so happy. It could have been so much worse. I'm sure as you talk throughout the crowd, you'll find other stories like that of how the fire department is there for us. So I just can't say enough how important it is to support them. And they're not asking for just a downright donation, though that would be accepted. They're giving you in return for your money. How about some raffle tickets? There's like, I don't know, over 100 things you could win with a $1 raffle ticket. Make sure you get some of those big tickets. See LJ down there. That'd be Liam Menard. It's his job every year. He sells those raffle tickets, and by the end of the day, for a $1 donation, you could possibly be $250 richer. Or you could have a haircut, or you could be getting an oil change, or whatever. There's a lot of cash prizes on there this year. Everybody's got to eat sometime. Head down there and have some chicken barbecue. How about a little entertainment? We have a tractor pull, lawn tractor pull that is, and a four-wheeler pull, and they have just tons of things to keep everybody busy down there. So make sure that you take advantage of it all, because guess what? Tomorrow's another work day and summer's over.
Connie Menard singing the praises, the justified praises of the Mooers Fire Department, and of course that goes out to all the volunteers and the local fire departments and EMS squads. And if you're looking to become a hometown hero, and you could do nothing better than to become a member of your fire department and or EMT squad. Parade is in sight. It is probably pretty close to our normal reviewing area in front of the old funeral home. And it's making its way, led by the Sheriff's Department and the Color Guard. Outstanding turnout here. Lots of folks are lining the streets of Mooers to take in this last day, and I'm sure a good percentage of them will head to the grounds and back of the town offices.
Look what's
to
coming!
take in the chicken barbecue and the games and the other activities that they offer here every Labor Day.
Come on, you're happier than that to go to school? Let me hear ya. Hey, how about the parents of the kids going to school tomorrow? Let me hear ya. Oh, I'm sorry, Thursday.
Don't
So you
push
can
it.
go tomorrow anyways, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, don't push it.
Hey, we're sitting on a flatbed, standing on a flatbed right here, and I want to thank Jagoons Farm Equipment for the use of the flatbed for this judge's stand, and also Steve Sample owns the property that the flatbed is on. I'd like to thank Steve Sample. Both of those fellas are pretty strong in our community. Jack Dragoon is a big supporter of the fire department, and he's a big employer of the town, and he's just a downright good boy. He's a good man. Steve Sample owns Sample Lumber and DS Specialties. He's a good man for our community too. So if you see them guys today, make sure you thank them. Heading up our parade today, as I mentioned earlier, is the Clinton County Sheriff. And driving today is not Mr. Favreau, Abby, it's Sergeant LaFave, is what I'm told here.
Okay, the first unit of the parade. This is when the excitement starts. You never know what you're going to see in a community parade, and Mooers always has a good one. I've lost track how many parades
So here comes
we've
the
recorded
parade.
each year.
They're all jammed-packed together there.
So
I'm going to try to
figures,
slow them
but I'm
down a
not
little
sure
bit so
exactly
we can
where.
enjoy this like we should.
And I might do one more. I know I'll do the battle
Let's
platform.
give a big round of applause for
days, and I
Clinton
might do
County
one more
Sheriff's
after
car
that.
with Sergeant LaFave driving. Thank you for heading up our parade and for always being there for our protection and safety.
Clinton County Sheriff's Department. You can often see them parked here in the hamlet of Mooers with their radar guns.
Following up is the Rouse's Point American Legion Post 912 Color Guard.
All right, from Rouse's Point, the Color Guard, American Legion 912.
I wish I could name them by name. I can't, but guess what? If you go and watch Calvin's video after, he's probably going to be able to name them all. He knows everybody.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll mention the commander, Bob St. John. I'm not gonna. I know about. I could name just about everybody else in there, but my mind's gonna skip
Rob
a beat
St.
when I try
John
to
is the commander
think
of
of them
our
all.
color guard. Town of Mooers,
Look out!
town officials. You can't have any kind of gathering without somebody running the ship. So here we have our town officials. I'm going to introduce them. I don't know if they're all on the wagon. If they are, you can stand up.
if they're all
Terry
here.
Ross is our supervisor. Yeah!
Yes.
Steve Barcombe, the councilman. Gene Bushy, councilman. Earl Robinson, councilman. Gerald LaValle, councilman. And Dickie Boris, superintendent of highways.
All right, look out! There you go.
Stand up, Dickie.
Hey,
Can you play the air guitar for us? Come on.
next time.
Thank you guys for all that you do.
All right, the town officials don't have the legislator on there.
And here comes, yes, one of our own.
Say legislators.
We are
have
so
two.
proud of this vehicle coming. This is the E1 Pumper 251. It's a 2011, driven by Randy Trombley with the whole Trombley clan inside. Hey, you know what? I forgot something. We always have to have a code word to show our immense appreciation to these guys. And that's what our code word's going to be. We appreciate you. When I say that, we need a big cheer for these fire department. Let's practice on these guys. We appreciate you. Yeah! Gotta show our appreciation and thanks and respect for these fellas.
And notice no sirens.
Next coming up is Mr. Mark Fuster. Remember where I told you about the junior? Oh, I'm sorry. Todd. Abby's messing me up. So she did all the work. She's going to take all the blame for the mistakes I made too. This is Todd Gunlaw coming up with the tanker, the water tanker. Got to have water put out fire. How are you going to get the water there? Let's use this beautiful tanker. Todd Gunlaw, can you hear me? We appreciate you. Yeah.
Equipment looking extra shiny today. All trying to impress Chris Trombley.
Now we have coming up the Pierce Pumper. It's a 2001, number 254. And that is driven by Mark Fuster. He was one of our junior firemen, now a professional volunteer fireman. And in there is Chelsea Brooks,
His beloved.
I know, and Chelsea is Mark's honey. Do we have any engagement rings to show anybody or anything? No?
She has a dog.
There is!
Whoa! Whoa!
You have your puppy dog. Hey! Mr. Fuster, we appreciate you and all you do. Roberts? Susie Roberts with
Some kind of a clown with her hair.
Who's Susie? Who's that with you? Hey, let me see you. Oh my gosh, you're beautiful. You should be a movie star, darling. Sue Roberts, very important part to our volunteer firemen. Let's give Susie a round because we appreciate her. We appreciate all of you. Thank you very much.
And whoever shotgun rider is.
Hey, she's going to be in Kittyland doing face painting and ballooning. Go see her. What's your name again? Mary Lou the Clown. Thank you, Mary Lou. I can't wait to see those kids with their shiny painted faces. Next up is Rocky Poopoir with 259. Notice how nice and shiny and neat and beautiful these trucks are. You can't have equipment like that without taking care of it. A lot of time goes into taking care of this. Mr. Poopoir, can you hear me? We appreciate you.
Hey, and you thought all the poopoors were in Cherubusco.
After a fire, you can imagine, if you've been at a campfire, you go home, you're pretty grimy and grubby. After a huge structure fire, this equipment is a mess. It's just as much time involved cleaning up the equipment as there is using it and making sure that it's kept running. I've seen them for days after with their hoses rolled up, unrolled while they are being cleaned and dried, and then folded back up waiting for the next fire or situation. So there's just not just what you see on the outsides that these guys do, it's what happens all the time afterwards and the training before. Here's a familiar sight, Champlain Mooers ambulance. Steve Kaye is driving along with Corey Thompson, the passenger. This is number 461. This covers both Champlain and Mooers.
Finally got Corey off the soccer fields.
Hey, you guys are
busy,
just as important, if not more than anybody else, because there's nothing more important than a human life. We appreciate what you guys do. Nice. Thank you very, very much.
And they got another one coming right behind it.
Next up is the other Champlain Mooers EMS ambulance.
And another one coming behind it. Nice to see them all available here and not being
used. We got Carl Valley driving this one. Joe Carone is the passenger. Well, it's so nice of you to join our parade, Joe Carone. Carl Valley, thank you for driving that beautiful rig. And Carl, the fireman, thank you. We appreciate what you do. Thank you very much for joining us today and for all that you do.
All right. Glad these aren't needed right now and they're available for
another
the
Champlain EMS ambulance. Number 463. This is Ken LaPlante is the driver. Ken LaPlante is the driver, and the rider is Junior Moore. Both very, very important people, both dedicated volunteers. Thank you for what you do.
To those of us.
We in the North Country appreciate you. Oh, wait a minute, that's not Junior Moore. That's a Junior Moore imposter.
Junior Moore wannabe.
Now, I mentioned Carol Netto is one of our judges, and of course, if you were raised in the North Country, you went to an NCCS school, you remember her as a teacher, you saw her, you knew of her, or whatever. Here we come with another ex-teacher that a lot of people know, and if you didn't know him in school, you knew him outside of school. This is Mr. John Zorlo with his 1931 Model A Ford. John is a retired school teacher and he's presently the Clinton County Clerk. And with him is Janet Dupree, an assembly person. She's seeking to be re-elected to her assembly position. Janet would like to remind you to vote on September 13th, Thursday, in the Republican primary. Thank you, Mr. Zero, Mrs. Dupree. Well, thank you. I learned from watching you, John.
Here comes
Uh-oh, who's this coming?
Senor Michael.
It's the
Senor Michael.
Guido Bandito? No, it's Mike Denal. He's the local business down the road. I'll tell you what, you need anything from gas to bubble gum.
Don't call him Frenchy.
Whatever. Go to L&M. He's a local business. He's owned and operated by Mike and Lynn Denal. And in the back is a brand new business. He's got a lot of new business. Kyle's Fish Shop, located behind the store. Mike, thank you. Mike, what are you throwing out there? Some ice cream. How can you beat that? Yes, support the dairy farmers. Thank you, Mike.
Oh, Dave Justice is coming out there. Dave Justice. Patches the clown.
I can't have a popsicle because I can't talk and breathe and eat a popsicle at the same time. Look at who we have here, folks. Very special guest. Come right up here, Mr. Justice. This is Dave Justice. That is his awesome clown car. Listen, this is a very important announcement, folks. First of all, who's seen Mr. Justice in parades before? Give me a shout. You've seen him in a parade somewhere or another. Well, here's a sad moment for you. This is his last parade after 43 years. Let's have a word from Mr. Justice.
Hey, I want to thank everybody. It's sure been a treat doing this, but you know the cost is everything is going up so darn much. It's just too darn expensive, really. But I want to thank Jack, Jerry, and Wayne at Jack Guns Farm Equipment. My God, they've been really out of sight just helping me out. And without them, yeah, it just wouldn't have happened as long as it did. Well, I want to thank everybody. Maybe good Lord's will, maybe something will go different, and we'll be here next year. But I think this is going to be it. So I've really enjoyed 32 years of it. Thank you.
Thank you, David Justice.
Oh, very good.
Pardon me?
That on the back, that I go on the back. That's Gary Durgan. That's my right-hand man there. Without him, it'd be awful hard too. Thank you.
Does Gary know you took the bottom of the seat out and when you do a wheelie it scratches his butt on the tarmac? It feels so good, he says. Hey, let's give Dave a big round of applause for all that he's done, because he works for the kids. Kids are number one with him. Thank you, Dave.
Uh-oh. You couldn't pay me enough to ride in the back of that vehicle.
Political season, folks. Here we have Dave Kimmel, candidate running for assembly. For real solutions, real results, and real leadership, vote Kimmel. Select Kimmel.
He's in the primary against Miss Dupree and the conservative candidate, and her name escapes me. Maybe she'll be in the parade too.
Are you going to be around in the grounds for people to talk to you if they want? All right. Take a look, Mr. Kimmel. If you got an issue, take it up with him. All right.
I don't know if the skaters are with him. It must be. Yeah, it's more. He's got a large contingency here. He's got big signs, I'll tell you that. He's got big highway signs. And it looks like the VFW is right behind these guys. Plus 14-18.
Who's this coming up? It's we see a lot of flags, but most importantly our American flag, the Champlain VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars. That's World War I, World War II, the Korean Wars, the Iraq and the Afghanistan War. Their motto, we proudly serve. Well, guess what? We really appreciate what you do.
Sure who's at the wheel. Nice looking group in the back, I'll tell you that. All right, they're gonna stand. Whoever driving better be steady on the brake. Give them time to set there. Don't take off till they've sat. Well, they've made it.
Take this moment to realize how many of our friends and relatives and neighbors aren't here right now because they are serving for us out
Ken Pete
in the armed
Ken
forces.
Pete standing up the whole way here. Good looking crew.
Now we have the
Fine
Mooers
supporters
Knights of
of Hometown
Columbus.
Cable Programming. Mooers
The
KFC.
Mooers Knights of Columbus is the right arm of the Holy Catholic Church. The Knights believe in charity.
Well, not just the
They're
Moors.
sponsoring many programs throughout the community. Youth programs like Soccer Challenge, Basketball Free Throw, Drug and Alcohol Poster Contest. They help finance the local food shelf. Within the Diocese of Oldenburg, they have donated over $250,000 in cash and over 300,000 man-hours of volunteer work in the last year. Yes, charity is what we stand for. Charity starts at conception of life. We will never waver from our beliefs. Charity, 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 and love of life.
We stand for life. Do not be afraid to stand up for life, it says. I wonder where Deacon Dennis went. He's, after giving the invocation, he
Karen
headed for the Knights
Bissell.
of
Karen
that's
Bissell
right.
is a Republican and Conservative Party candidate for Assembly in the 115th
That's the
district.
third one.
Are you fed up yet? Vote Karen Bissell in the Republican primary on Thursday, September 13th.
Whoops, I'm zooming in here. Looks like she's got a four-wheeler and some young ones here. Look out there, kids. Don't get too close.
Hi, kids. Good job.
All right, there's all three candidates for that primary are in the Mooers Parade. Here comes the candidate.
Miss Karen Bissell, there she is. You want to talk to her? She'll be up at the grounds, I'm sure, later. Talk politics. Thank you for coming to our parade. All right, I mentioned Dragoons Farm Equipment. I can't mention them enough. They're family owned since 1953. They have a full line of lawn and garden equipment and farm equipment, and they service what they sell. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of volunteer firemen in that building right there, and when there's a fire, the place vacates and Jack lets them go. I'll tell you what, that's awesome. Here we have, okay, you gotta stop so we can admire this wonderful work of art here.
This is driving.
They're going to have the Plattsburgh pull-off to benefit the food shelves on September 22nd, starting at 2 p.m. at the Clinton County Fairgrounds. I'm going to say that again so you can take a note. September 22nd, starting at 2 p.m. at the Clinton County Fairgrounds. Full show of all classes. There's a measly $10 admission or $5 with the donation of 2 canned food items. Wow, what a deal. Please come out and support this cause to help out this great cause. Driving in there is Chris Morris. He is the driver, one of the drivers of Red Dog 2. That is an awesome right there. In memory of Clifford Boris. Thank you very much for showing all of Red Dog. You can see him again, Red Dog 2. That's Red Dog 2 on September 22nd, 2 p.m. at the Clinton County Fairgrounds.
All right, Farmhouse Super C. We're gonna do some plowing here, not snow plowing though. 2-furrow plow.
Here we have a new, modern, up-to-date farm equipment with a old driver on it. Josh, where's your hat? You donated it to Chris? All right. That's respecting your elders. Look at that, Farm All See. Hey, is there anybody out here that remembers using one of these in their fields? Come on, there's got to be somebody. That's nice. That's nice to go back in history and see. This here is also what Dragoons carries is lawn equipment. We have Husqvarna, Boda, Cub Cadet. Look at these handsome young fellas driving that. Now that, I watched these kids, they were little kids just last year. I don't know how they got so big. Pretty soon I'll be proclaiming them as Mooers' most eligible bachelors, but we got to give them a few years yet.
Snowblowers.
Snowblowers, Bodas, nice, isn't that nice equipment, and they service what they sell. How about this little rig right here? We've got one of these at home. My loving husband gave it to me for a Mother's Day present about 6 years ago, and there's been nothing but fence posts and stones in the back ever since. I don't know, whatever. But those are awesome machines.
What a wonderful present.
Dragoons.
What woman wouldn't want one of those for Mother's Day?
Won't be sorry you bought one. Look at this rig right here. Now that's awesome. That's awesome. A Case 125. That is a workmanship. Beautiful color and a round baler. You see those round balers all over the North Country now. I'll tell you what, small square bales are becoming a thing of the past. That's sad because every teenager should have to unload at least 8 or 10 loads of small square bales in their life. But
that's true.
It's not going to happen anymore. Beautiful piece of equipment. Remember, that comes from the farming community. Uh-oh, what's this right here? This is one of my favorite people, Mr. Delor Duquette, in his 1972 Honda Tune 600 coupe, 2-cylinder, air-cooled engine. 15,000 of them were made, and one of these... all of those 6,000 went to Hawaii, and of those 6,000 went to Hawaii, 9,000 came to the mainland. There's only about 300 of them left now. And riding with him is his honey, Miss Eugenia Williams. Thank you, Delor, for sharing your little rig with us.
I want to see him get out of there.
You've got a little puff of snow coming out the front, Delor. You hope you get where you need to be pretty soon. Remember, it's air-cooled.
The radio station.
Don't you just love country music? Eagle Country 97.5. They join us every year, and we do so enjoy what they bring. Fresh, new country for the Champlain Valley. Eagle Country 97.5. Thank you very much.
Well, we just had Dragoons Farm Equipment go by a little while ago, fine supporters of Hometown Cable. Now we had another fine supporter of Hometown Cable. Smith and Son.
What's going to happen? We're not going to be sitting here in 2-3 months on the side of the road unless we got big parkas on and coats and gloves and hats. We need to keep warm. Who's going to keep us warm? Jim Smith and Son with his fuel. Local family. Providing North Country residents with fuel, kerosene, and gas for lots and lots and lots of years. 24-hour emergency service available. I'll tell you, that's pretty nice to know when it's the middle of the night and your furnace has gone out. They'd like to thank their customers.
They keep me warm.
They're very, very dedicated to. Thank you, James Smith and Son, for your continued support. We look forward to many more years of service.
Another Carl Smith Enterprise, Champlain Peterbilt.
Keep those truckers rolling. Champlain Peterbilt serving the community for 25 years. New and used truck sales, service, and parts.
Like my neighbor,
24-hour fuel stop on site, and they're located at 61 West Service Road in Champlain, New York. How about that for a beautiful road? Beautiful rig. Nice and smooth. Awesome. Look at that flow.
Makes you want to go out and buy a new tractor for your trailer, huh? St. Peterbilt.
Thanks for sharing your truck with us. It's nice to see it at slow pace instead of 65 miles an hour on the side of heading down the highway. A beautiful, beautiful rig. Thank you, Carl Smith.
I can still see them all the way back to the...
One man does not stand alone. You have a huge structure fire. I don't care if every volunteer fire department in the town of Mooers and Mooresports County comes out and all the trucks, we need help. Who do you go for when you need help? You go to your neighbors. Here is our neighbor to the north, Hemingford Fire Department. This is Fire Apparatus 224. The driver is Danny Hadley. I'll tell you what, we help them, they help us. The border makes no difference when it comes to people's lives and people's possessions. It's a good working relationship that we have with Hemingford. Hemingford Fire Department, thank you for joining us. Thank you for all you do. We appreciate you. Mr. Hadley, thank you. Morrisonville EMS, another neighbor, another helper. We're all together now. This is a 2010 EMS Agency of the Year, New York State Agency of the Year. Driver, I know this fella. This is Mr. Walter Berto. Walter, Wally, how are you? Passengers, Terry Pelkey, Matt Smith, Deborah Berto. Hey, thank you for being there as our neighbor, for helping us. We appreciate you.
Must be Walter Jr. or the third.
Oh, wow! Check this out. Here's a new entry for the year. Leroy's Chocolate Fountains. If you have an event out there and you want to make it super, super sweet and special, whether it's a wedding, a graduation party, retirement party, birthday party, or even just because you have a sweet craving, get a hold of this guy, Leroy Upton, Leroy's Chocolate Fountains. He's got chocolate fountains, candy stations available for all special events. Give him a call. It's a taste of chocolate perfection. I'll tell you what, tip a strawberry in that, you got chocolate flowing and different kinds, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate. It's awesome. And here we come with the chocolate fountain crew. This is Miss Tracy Menard and two of the most beautiful grandchildren in the whole wide world. Hi, Lexi. Hi, Zach.
Sounds like they might be related, huh?
Give Leroy and Leroy's Chocolate Fountains a call to make your event super duper special.
The Northern Lights Square Dance Club. There'll be some high stepping going on any moment now.
Northern Lights Square Dancing. All right. This group includes dancers from Northern New York and Southern Quebec. There's no border when it comes to things like this. Fun night will be September 11th and 18th at 7:30 right here at the NCCS Middle School cafeteria. Lessons are every Tuesday night after. You guys have a pile of fun, don't you? You have a pile of fun. Thank you for coming to our parade. Square dancing is not just a lot of fun, it's a pile of exercising, a great social event.
Like Mr. Robinson
just downright good old-fashioned fun.
Northern Lights Square Dancers.
Remember, fun night will be September 11th and 18th, 7:30, right here at the middle school, NCCS.
Carl Trudeau.
Look at that beautiful dress. Can you give us a twirl with your beautiful dress? All right, we're going to get a little demo. Yeah! I love it.
right.
Thank you. Come to that fun night.
Bayshire.
Uh-oh. How about four-wheeler? We got beautiful, beautiful land here in the North Country. How do you want to see it?
Wear those
How about
helmets.
four-wheeler? Bayside's Farm Equipment sells Arctic Cat. The four-wheeler here is driven by Matt Perky and Tim Willett Jr. on the Suzuki 50cc.
Hang on to your helmets,
Be
kids.
safe now. You got to be safe. Notice the helmets, everybody. Be safe.
I don't know why this next
No shenanigans.
one is
This
stopped
is
way
just
back
pure
there.
fun.
They've got a parade marshal back there. Not Marshal Zins, but another parade marshal stopping these folks.
Not far from here, to ourselves a little bit. Over to the east is Shazy, and Riley Ford has been there for, well, I think forever. We recently lost their captain, if you will. Mr. Ron Roberts has passed away this past year, but that doesn't mean things don't go on. He's looking down on Riley Ford. He's looking down right now on Jane in that 2013 Escape. That's a beautiful car. They have I don't know, a situation or a bet or a dare or something, I don't know what it's called, but they need to sell 777 vehicles before 2013. So go down and check out their deals. Be part of the Ford family. We're at Riley's, you are family. And then it says a little star right here, Connie, sing Have You Driven a Ford Lately? You want to hear it?
I see Janet's in there.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
Well done.
Check out the pickup. Isn't that beautiful? It's a Raptor 2012. Even the name is cool, Raptor.
Oops. Zoom broke during the Rouse's Point parade and I haven't fixed it yet, so if I don't pay absolutely close attention, it zooms
I gotta
in
tell
whether
you,
I wanted to or
folks
not.
out there, I'm a little teeny bit disappointed. When we say we appreciate these fire department, we gotta give them a little more. I know you got it in you. Coming up is another one of our neighbors, Rouse's Point Fire Department. When they come along, we gotta beef it up a little bit more. We can do it.
Alright, what's the hold up here? What's the hold up here?
The first truck coming up
Sooner or later.
is from Rouse's Point Fire Department, and it's driven by Maurice Snide. Marshall, what does this truck do? This is Rouse's Point brush truck. Brush truck is, I mean, you got your different types of fires, obviously. When you have a brush fire out in the middle of nowhere, you got to get to it. You got to have the right equipment to get to it. You can't always get out there with those big rigs. So most towns have a brush truck. This is Rouse's Point Fire Department. Thank you very much for coming to our parade. We appreciate you. Come on.
All right. And these guys are going to race the fire trucks there. They've seen all the parades, so they're heading to buy a chicken barbecue. Keep them coming over there.
Who's the next one? Next, here, let's go to the west to check out the neighbors over there. Ellenburg Center Fire Department, pumper 204. And the driver here is Mr. Colin Wall.
Hey, he works at Dragoons.
Okay, Ross is
Look at the candy these guys are handing out. I wouldn't be surprised if they came right up here and dumped some on Chris Chombley's lap because it's stiff competition this year. What do you think, Chris? Chris said he'll take bribes.
All right, get it up there.
Where is he? Looks like he needs a helmet here.
All right. How about a helmet? Thank you, Allenberg.
Delivered by the chief.
Allenberg Center Fire Department. We all work together. You're volunteers, we're volunteers. We all live in the North Country. Thank you for coming to our parade. We appreciate you.
Bird Center. Our chief is doing the
Thank
walking.
you so much. Outdoor Riders LLC. It's an ATV club. Family oriented. Did you hear what I said? Family oriented. New members are welcomed and encouraged to join. Visit them online at www.outbackridersllc.com for more information. Or you can see anybody on a ATV up at the grounds, or more particular, the Ashline family is pretty big into it. Look at on the side, they got a 4-wheeler raffle, $5 ticket, drawing September 10th. Imagine that, giving $5 and getting that in return. Oh, right, I'd get in on that if I was you. Mr. Ashline, thank you.
Frank's got his brother-in-law rolling right in there.
Thank you, everyone. Now that looks like a lot of fun.
Holy cow, what is that? It's like a porta potty on wheels there. It's for sale, whatever it is. Looks like it'd be easy to tip over, doesn't it?
Let me see, what do you guys got here? What is this rig? For sale, what are they?
Motorized bar stool.
A motorized bar stool! How do you like that? All right!
Yeah.
Does it bring you to the bathroom and back? And all right! Nice!
Yeah, definitely wear your helmet with those things, folks. Now that they're running over a cat.
We know how to have fun in the North Country or what? I mean, a motorized bar stool. Hello! That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. I can't wait to see somebody go down to DMV and try to register one of those. This guy's all packed up, ready to go. He's got his luggage rack and everything. Gonna have some fun. Here we go. Mrs. Ashline.
Mrs. Ashline very slow here. She's stopping every...
Hey, here's a familiar
kid she
sight.
sees,
If
she
you
wants to give
don't
them
see
some
one of
candy.
these, then you just must be you can't see because they're everywhere. United States Border Patrol.
My
The driver
neighbor-
here is Chad Downey. You do realize we are close to the border, and it is a wonderful thing to be this close to a whole other country, but unfortunately there are bad things that happen, but we're safe because we've got the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Thank you very much.
Echo that.
How about this for modern, up-to-date equipment? This is just so nice to look at. I don't care what anybody says. This is the Shazy Fire Department with their old-timer fire truck. Isn't that beautiful? Well-kept, well-maintained. That's a beautiful truck right there. So happy that they brought it so we could share it and enjoy it. Thank you very much for bringing that to us. I love that. What year is it? 1934. Anybody here born in 34? Anybody?
Wave your cane. Larry Wolf says he's close.
Shazy Fire Department. Thank you very much for all you do for our community, for your community, for the North Country. We really appreciate you.
Mike Cahoon riding shotgun.
What else do we like to do around here?
Cars.
How about cars? We have the Champlain Valley Classic Cruisers, antique cars. Look at that beautiful rig right there. This is what we have in the parade. In no particular order, I'm just going to read them, and if they're in order, fine, if not. But we have Tom Calkins, 1944, Paul and Shirley Chambly in a 71 Z28 Camaro. Jim Provost in a 1964 Walk. Hey, if you like what you see, make sure you give a round of applause when you go by. We'll see what gets the most. I love that truck right there. That is awesome. Fred Trim in a 1964
First one
Ford.
apparently was a Camaro, not a Chevelle.
Where is Fred Trim? Is this the 64 Ford?
Yep.
Do we have can we stop this beautiful red car?
Hold up.
Do we have a special person in there today?
Yep.
What's
Birthday.
so special about you today?
His birthday.
It's
Zachary
his
Taylor.
birthday! Hey, everybody, one big cheer! We're gonna wish him happy birthday. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday! Thank you for bringing his name is Zach Taylor. You see him up in the grounds, give him oh, he's shy. Enjoy your birthdays. It won't be long when you'll be denying them. Larry Baker in a 1966 Mustang. Is that beautiful or what? I like that. That is definitely a chick magnet right there.
Looking for a
Bob
gal named
Baxter,
Sal.
1985 Buick Grand National. That's a nice car right there. Beautiful.
I think she'd take one of each.
Fred and Linda Martin in a 19, now this is not so old, but it is a classic, 1999 Trans Am. What do you think of when you see the Trans Am? Smokey and the Bandit. That's what I think of. Beautiful, beautiful car. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, we're fair people in the North Country, aren't we? We gave enough credit to the Fords, and now we're going to give our attention to the Chevrolets. Up the road on Route 11, a little bit up, we have Phil Chevrolet in Ellenburg. This is a 2013 Silverado 3500 LT. 6.6 liter turbo diesel. It's a diesel with 397 horsepower and 765 pounds of foot torque. 6-speed automatic snowplow prep package on it. And a 2013 Chevy Tahoe LT with 5.3 liter V8 with active fuel management. 320 horsepower, 335 pound foot torque, luxury package.
All right.
And I'm sorry, there's no Chevy song I can sing. Well, how about this? Like a Rock. Come on down to Phil's
Connie's not old
with
enough to
their
remember Diane
44
Shore and see
years
the
of
USA.
experience. And the
There's
only
Chevrolet.
person that matters when you go down there is going to be you. Thanks, Phil Chevrolet. Katyville Fire Department. These guys aren't right next door, but they're just as important as the rest of them. Katyville, engine 136, driver James Favreau. Mr. Favreau, thank you for coming, Mr. Favreau and Katyville Fire Department. We appreciate you.
All right. This one here, no idea what this is.
Rapido, a 1975 GMC tractor trailer. Mr. Ken Rapido is inside, and Austin Rapido is his passenger.
And
1979. Hers like a kitten. These young women coming up are the Girl Scouts of Northeast Clinton. The Girl Scouts of Northeast Clinton, they serve the girls of Mooers, Forks, Champlain, and Rouse's Point. Meetings are on Wednesdays in Champlain and Thursdays in Mooers. For more information, you can call Rick Rivers. His number is 236-5113, or talk to any Girl Scout. Talk to anybody in the parade. Keep these girls interested, happy, involved. Okay, we have a little presentation.
All right.
Thank you very much. Very nice. Jim Tatro.
Oh, that's a singer here coming up, huh?
Jim Tatro, Darwin Turner. Jim. This is a 1941 SC Case tractor. This is Darwin driving. Jim Pedro.
Darwin Turner driving, not
and
just
he
any old
offers
Darwin.
karaoke with country and bluegrass music.
Available for bar mitzvahs.
I ain't ready for the judgment. Life will feel like a new cradle. You might stay there longer than I will change. Why don't you do that, Miss Cherry? I don't want to do that, Miss Cherry. You're dying in Medicare.
Thank you so much for joining our parade today. Thank you. I'd like some of that special recipe after, if you don't mind. You might want to give some to the judges.
Green tea.
NCCS, Northeastern Clinton Central School. Please show your appreciation for our local athletes and the terrific job they do representing our school and community. You gotta think about that, folks. They're right here, but when they go out for sports and when they go a lot of places, they are representing us right here. So just show them their support. NCCS Cougars.
Well, it's mainly volleyball players, I think. I'm not sure. They got different sports listed here: soccer, baseball.
Yeah! All right!
And a warm cougar in a cougar suit.
Gonna see this familiar sight in a couple days, kids. Not tomorrow. In a couple days. This is Mr. Bill Troutman. NCCS School.
The bus is here. Let's go, kids. The bus is coming.
Here we go, folks. Lion Mountain Fire Department. The driver here is Joe Gagne. This is the bus truck and off-road rescue. Imagine that. You take one of those neat four-wheelers that you saw earlier, or even that motorized bar stool up to a mountain somewhere, you get hurt or you have a reaction to a bee sting or something. How are they going to get there? Right here. This is what they've got. Off-road rescue. They think of everything. Takes money to keep this stuff running. Takes money to keep it in their facilities. This is what we're here for. Hey, Line 9, we appreciate you.
A lot of rough terrain that they have to cover.
Woodmen of the world. sold a 1931 Ford Model T. And there's a little puppy.
Buddy the puppy. That's
That's a
Lloyd
beautiful
Bursey
little car.
driving. All right, hang on there, buddy.
I hope that puppy doesn't see the cougar up above, or we're going to have a little outdoor thing going on here.
The Mahoney hippies are here.
Now,
Mahoney.
this is
The Mahoney hippies.
This is some of the best parts of the North Country are the people that live here, and here are some perfect examples of people who
They've
can
been
just
pirates
have fun being
bandits,
themselves.
outlaws.
This is
They've been,
Mr. Leo Mahoney, and his theme this year is the 70s theme, the hippie. Who remembers the 70s? Come on, isn't that neat? That's nice. Peace, peace, everybody. All right. Oh, the flower children are coming. Bubbles. Oh, look at that.
hanging out the beads.
Come on, there's Leo Mahoney right here. He goes through the stream every year for us. Give him a hand. All right. Thank you very much.
They couldn't come up with a
Were you
theme this
actually
year,
a
so
hippie in the
they
70s?
thought it was a come as you are party. Ellenberg Depot.
Allenberg Depot Fire Department.
But they're glad to be
Engine
here.
211, thank you so much for coming to our parade and for all that you do for your community and for being there for our community when we need you. Allenberg Depot, we appreciate you.
Truck dedicated to memory of Darcy Manor.
Champlain Telephone Company. Champlain Telephone Company provides continuous communication service from Champlain to Altona since 1903. Champlain Telephone Company, along with PrimeLink, offer a wide range of local, long-distance, and high-speed internet packages. Call Champlain Telephone Company and talk to a local person, not a machine, not a press 1, press 2, a local person about your specific communication needs.
Alvin Joe Favreau.
See
at
their
the
car,
wheel.
rev it up, 10, 20, 100 megabits or more. Here's their bucket truck.
No, Betty, I want to run my car stuff with Betty.
But that's young Mr. LaValle at the wheel.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought that we'd be this far right here in the North Country with communication like we are. Thank you, PrimeLink.
$584 as it is. So today is get rid of it.
Connie out there on the Thompson Road telling us that she's
Next up, coming is
Watching
the
Hometown Cable
Champlain
Network.
Valley Outdoors Club, located in West Shazy. They're always looking for new members. Part of it is Archery and Rifle Club. Contact Lisa Rabideau or Dupree Feeds in Shazy. The Champlain Valley Outdoors Club. That's the last.
more fire trucks at least, if not other items coming.
We might as well give a little plug to this construction company that's pulling the outdoor club, CG Construction, Altona, New York. Give them a call. Champlain Valley Outdoor Club. Now that's a nice quote right there. Thank you so much. Great job.
He's trying to influence the judges here, I think. And
Is
According
this
to
not
ladies.
an odd sight? This is the Guardians of the
Ribbon.
Guardians of the Ribbons Cancer Awareness, supporting women, raising awareness. Hart, Judy Hart, and Jim Garrett, West Chazy Fire Department. Very nice. Northern New York chapter. Pink Heels. Pink Heels.
Alright, this might be more music here. Not sure what we got coming. I see things way back there.
We have a new business in the area, folks. It's called Time After Time Reception and East Side Computer. Time After Time Reception, and that it's located in what used to be the Champlain American Legion, right there on Elm Street, is open for business. They're fully functional reception hall with a capacity of over 200 people. Locally owned by Becky Harvey. Why don't you give them a call when you need to book a party?
Chris Malinsky will help you there too.
Time After Time Reception. Thank you very much.
Former
All
American
your party
Legion.
needs. 127 Elm Street.
And they got some ponies.
Oh. Deidre Duffenall with a little foal. What's his name? Hangman? K-Man? Oh, okay.
K-Man.
Nice.
Still more parade here, folks. Don't go away. This is a long one this year.
What about our direct neighbor to the east, the Champlain Fire Department? This is their brush truck. And look at the name on the front. It says Burning Desire. That's a nice looking truck right there. Champlain Fire Department, you're our neighbors. We work together. We appreciate you. We have what's called the Mickey Mouse car. David Gardner and Jane Smith in a 1964 Rambler. That's the Mickey Mouse car. Oh, cool. Look at the little
I've been to the A&W.
toot and tell 'em thing on the side there, the tray. Isn't that cool? Thank you for sharing that with us.
Nice to see the Champlain Fire Department
Thank
here.
you very much. Hey, look at this Trans Am. It's a 1983 Trans Am. Let me make note. They have their top off. This is such a better year than last year. Last year was in the rain, but this year we have a wonderful day. Thank you for sharing your car with us today.
Still more coming.
Anybody ever been up to Airborne?
Or
This
watched
is
it on
Steve
Hometown Cable.
Hemingway with his race car. Trucks with an attitude. This is truck number 18. Norfolk? The Norco Shrine Clowns, Shriner Clowns, they're just a fun group. What would a parade be without them?
Now the Shriners are coming. A lot of folks making it to the
Look at that
parade
cute
ground,
little ring. These guys take care of 19
to the grounds, I should say.
19 orthopedic hospitals, 3 burn
barbecue
hospitals, and they help the children free of
Concession
charge.
stand and games.
How can you not give them a
chants.
hand and appreciate them? The Shriners, Norco Shrine Clowns. Nice. Thank you very much.
Alright. The Shriners. And this guy, this guy's lost his dog over here. Got a fellow on the other side in orange there looking for his dog. Have you seen my dog, huh? Have you seen my puppy?
There's the Shriners clown. He wants some information. You're handing him out. I just love your hair.
I worked all day on it.
Oh, it's beautiful. You ever had a bad hair day? Oh, yeah. Shriners Children Transportation. They help support Boston, Massachusetts, Montreal, Springfield hospitals. They help the kids defy the odds.
Down doggy.
Oh, look, he's got his dog right there. What's his name?
Shadow.
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 You know what he's looking for in Mooers?
A place.
A fire hydrant.
Oh, darn.
There's one back here.
Shadow.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you bring your doggy bag? Because he, like, you know, over there. Oh.
You didn't see it. You don't see it. You haven't got to pick it up.
Mooers. This is it. This is a sad moment, folks. It's the end of the parade. But it's not the end of the day because we still have a chicken barbecue down there.
It
We
is
still
just
have
beginning.
the raffle tickets to buy, fried dough, cotton candy, candy apples, lots of games, volleyball, jam jam, whatever.
All those good
Lots of
things.
fun. Thank you for being here today.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye.
It'll take them long to clean up the streets there. Always fire department.
I'm my own quote. How do I look?
A cleanup crew is right here, ready to go. Don't leave them alone here, Sheriff's Department. Okay, a fine job, I have to say. I don't have to say it, but I'm going to say it. Fine job by Connie Menard. And this year's 2012. All she did was announce it though, but Marshall Zins and Mike Menard and all those other guys and gals put this parade together and did a fine job. And remind you, this is the Mooers Labor Day Parade. Bill Conley was here this year, were you? And you can come here every year, help support the fire departments and EMS, and let the folks know that you appreciate them all year round. And come here on Labor Day next year and take in the parade and go have a chicken barbecue and play a game of chance and watch the entertainment and make a fun day of it. Thanks for watching, and for those of you who understand, like Connie Menard does, that this is viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. TV worthy of your support, Hometown Cable. Oh, like Mike Mills, doesn't it?